Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. To give you a moment of peace about this search of the self, this search of who am I, you have to allow that nobody, means including what you think of you, you have to allow that nobody interferes here. You will never, ever have an idea or experience that through the mind, senses and emotions. So just hear that instead of hearing what you would like it should be or what you would like to experience. Thank you. It's much better. You will never attain it. Don't try to make your mind in a special way. Just free yourself from a moment to blow out your ideas. That's all. All the rest is duality, appears as duality. And what means duality? Black and white, good and bad, paradise, heaven and hell, suffering and pleasure. No world. That's the life. In the life you can more or less attain, if it is so, a certain wisdom. It's always limited and relative. So it's not about that. Satsang is just to offer yourself or be reminded, I don't know how to say it, our natural nature, which is not conditioned by time and space. And that is the same for everybody. Knowing that there is an advantage in life, you don't believe in anything anymore. You're freed from that. Freed from beliefs. Very priceless. And that stops also the projection one does on other people. All the beliefs, all the projections, all the experiences with the presence of somebody else. Actually, satsang is to exactly tell you, go back where you always are. Go back there. Go back there. What is there to trust something else? Something else is in duality. You cannot trust as truth or whatever absolute one is longing for. All the visions, all the experiences, let it be mystical, let it be spiritual, they are all projections from our own layers of beliefs and whatnot. So nothing against that, but no, it has absolutely no meaning about what you are. This is part of the life. So, welcome. So any doubt, any shaking belief you have that I touched, you can express it, you see, unless you want to keep it. As you like. Yeah. We need the mic.
Oh.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to see you. I haven't sat with you before.
No.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me. So as you're speaking, I'm feeling encouraged to have to speak on something that's hitting something very core.
Just twist it. I'm sorry, I don't hear what the word. Why has legs or what? It's okay. It's okay.
This connection is making a noise.
It's a.
It's a torture.
It's a torture, yeah. Thank you. I can hear you, maybe.
Good.
Yeah. Sorry.
So speaking, as you're saying, that nothing phenomenal, nothing outside yourself will actually do it, basically, at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually becomes clearer from following beautiful teachings and teachers for so long, you know, that at some point what you're praying for, what you're actually looking for, just on its own, just starts to show itself.
Yes.
As what you are.
Yes.
And as you were saying that, it was reflecting something in this moment it brings a lot of anxiety. So it almost brought like almost how I felt in like some psychedelic ceremonies where life starts to feel like this is pretty intense, to see through all of your journeys and all of the things that you've been seemingly looking for is in fact right here as what you are. And I think there's a bit of this thing I've seen over the past recent months and years of following Guruji, and I've sat and I've watched some of your satsangs online, and this almost this comfort zone of being used to really following someone and something that is always listening to someone give you some feedback so you can hear something to help you wake up or whatever the case may be. But as you're speaking, it's almost it's beyond a sense of myself as something that feels needing something, and it's just pointing out.
Yes,
reality.
Because you are already that, you see. You are already that as all beings. So it's not something, I don't hear well, but it's okay, but I mean, it's not like perfect like before.
It's not working.
So it's okay. So I meant to say, it cannot, the torture gets better.
Try to say.
Thank you.
Is it?
I don't know.
Ganga, take the thing.
This
off.
out?
Yeah. Then the torture is less.
Just I finish. You hear, no?
I can
Yeah.
yeah.
So, in fact, yes, because you know, when we started to seek, we really believe it. It's, I think, not mad. It's natural to believe that the seeker will attain something, will attain finally what he searches. But actually, it's when the seeker doesn't interfere that one is fine. There is something like that which is not owned by anybody and not an achievement of somebody. Difficult to point out, of course, but you understand my language.
I do understand.
Very
Thank
nice.
you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm happy for you. But surely, you see, sometimes it happens, there is no law in time to get here. But surely it may take some time not to always be hypnotized again by a concept, till at some point we saw that we always fail. It's a failure. And then finally we hear there will be no compromise, no escape. If you play with concepts and experiences, you will fail, sure.
And that's the anxiety that I think comes up, is that there is an undeniable seeing that it just won't work, come what may, like your mind or any of the things that we're actually praying to be free from. It's answered prayers, and something is almost like taken aback by the simplicity and just the inescapable nature of yourself.
Inescapable, very nice. Yeah. So you can ask me if you want to ask something about a sentence you like or you don't like. If you like to share something, welcome.
Hello. I just saw that it's like habit or say trick of mind or my same belief that I am catching this mind ideas about me.
Yeah.
And I am go through this stream of thoughts.
Yeah.
And in this time is like sense of losing position of this unattached seer. And the question is how to recognize what is true, because
Keep quiet. Try to recognize is in your mind. Nobody aware in this waking state or in the dream state will say anything about the truth. The truth is an invention, an utopia of the mind, and it will never be known. Whatever maybe is indicated in satsang will never be known. Nobody can claim, I know now the truth. Who is there to evaluate, to recognize anything? Just one finally kept quiet, maybe, knowing very well that whatever rises is the mind. Dual. Truth, untruth. You say the untruth, there is truth. You say the truth, there is an untruth. Very simple. No need to save any idea. No need. Otherwise you get bound. There are quite a few messiah who speak in the name of truth. Don't follow them. Follow yourself.
Yes, if I want to know something, it's like too late because already I'm in mind.
Yes,
Yes.
very good. See it more and more by yourself. Very good. Very good investigation.
Thank you.
Like in satsang, it's not that I tell you the truth. I tell you what it is not, and that is discovered every time I ponder or want to see it in my mind. Yeah.
Hey Ganga. There's one belief that I would like to look at with you.
Yeah.
That's quite strong, has quite a strong hold.
Yeah.
Around making the right decision.
Yeah.
And believing that making the wrong decision could be really bad.
Oh, it's possible, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Tell more.
And yeah, around that just evolves, the mind has like this mechanism to kind of project and try to figure out and try to make sure that...
Yeah. You know, what I can see is that actually somebody, a being, carries with him always a sense of ethic, which is very different for everybody. And according to your own ethic, let's call it like that, you will make good or bad decisions. But you see, it's all in the life. And I think when you say to make good decision, it's like if being in the truth, you will surely make only good decisions. It's not like that.
clear.
I'm totally not believing in that.
Yes.
Okay, so if you know it's part of the life, even if you make a bad decision, you will have the consequences of it bad for you, or for the one who are around you, and you will take a lesson out of it. I mean, what to do?
I know.
What to do?
Yeah, I can see this itself is not the problem.
Then what is the problem?
Well, the problem is the trying to prevent.
Can you prevent to live?
No, I know it's like it's impossible. I can see it's not working, and it's.
Follow what? Follow your own ethic. Well, what can I say? I mean, which may not be accepted by somebody else, but it's about your life. I cannot reply better than that.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to expose that.
Yeah, no, sure. Sure. It's a question about how to live better, how to live in a more authentic way, probably.
Yeah, maybe it's a question about how to live from deeper within than from.
Yeah, but deeper
ideas.
within, you mean in your own personal life, deeper within. I want to make sure that you don't have this idea that because if let's take this very banal sentence, realize the self. Then from there, the decisions I take in the world will be, we saw the mistake. There will always be the good ones. This doesn't exist. Okay?
Yeah.
Enough to believe that. As if, you see, that's why I started the satsang like this. All the belief that a human can be God or is just God incarnated and all, shoot that. Don't stop there. Run away from these beliefs. They will create you big troubles. It's not possible in this apparent world. What is walking on two legs is called generally a human. Human beings. Human beings means good and bad. Okay? There is no escape. Some are more good, some are more bad, some are balanced. Still, it's all in the realm of apparent duality. So, one cannot claim by the name of the truth, I decide that, I decide that. No. What is this? It will always be from a mind, from a personal, limited mind. The mind appears, so is already limited. It's already dual. So if you don't confuse the person you are in the life with what is common to all, it's quite a great gift. It doesn't make anybody more realized than you. In truth, or I say in truth, yeah. In fact means not in this world of form and names. We are all the same. So, in this world of appearance, there are humble people, extraordinary people, inspiring people, non-inspiring people, that is the life, and it will remain like that. There is no condition to realize who you are. You can be not a very exemplary human being and still you have realized. Yeah. It's scandalous for the mind because we would love to attain an ideal. But everybody fails in a natural way. So, live your life as you feel the best for you. And know who you are. I think it's a good program, no?
I can go with that. Yeah, I guess it's this belief in a doer, no? I mean, in a doer.
Yeah.
That's.
But there is a doer in this life.
Yes.
There's a doer.
Yes.
So.
It's more like taking the position of only that, where.
Yeah, but that is because you search who you are. Then you may have this insight, revelation that in fact what I am really, there is no doer there. But in your life there is a doer, sure. Huh? Okay.
Thank you.
It's it's always so difficult to describe anything. But surely it's an attempt to not to keep beliefs. Yeah. We have seen enough, you see, all those people who have been taken for more than what I am, and that, I say that for everyone, can we? When they were telling, oh, I do this and that, but the doer is not there, I'm not the doer, and still they do this thing, that thing, and all that, and then you see it's absolutely a disaster, a manipulation, and a lie, and this, all that. We have enough of that. If you don't have enough, then experience more and you will break your head, that's sure. But, it's our birthright to be freed from believing. Yeah. I believe you can lose and change. But there is nobody there to gain, lose, or change. So, once you know that, you live. But you don't make the confusion when you speak as a human to use the language of Satsang in the life. I've seen so much. Oh, somebody will tell, oh, I am not there, I tell the truth. Bullshit! You just bullshit. You see, satsang is not to transform somebody and all that. That is the choice or the necessity of each one for himself, and he will try his own way if he feels he has to be a bit transformed for his own life. Satsang is to try to, or this, even trying, I don't know, is to, it points to what is, which is just here now. It will always be seen just here now. It is not, I repeat myself, it is not to try to transform someone. That is a personal choice.
It appears that, when there's a lot of things in someone,
Yeah,
I can speak for myself.
yeah,
When there's a lot of things playing,
yeah.
it's difficult to step out, kind of, to become quiet.
But nobody asks you to keep quiet. If you know who you are, the life goes on. You will sometimes feel full on and identified and sometimes not. Now, if you don't like the luggage you have, if you like, you can work on that, but it's personal. It is not because you already are what you are. I mean,
Yes, yes, I can see that.
because of that realization, I mean.
Yeah.
Did I reply? I don't know.
No, I can see that more clearly.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. What did because you see, what you said reflects that to me, that you believe that one day somebody can be without a luggage. Somebody living till he dies can be without a luggage. Already this body is a luggage. It will not happen. Some people are more light than others, that's what already I say, and that is a personal choice to work on that or not. But it has nothing to do with what the satsang wants to wake you up. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. And you can wake up even if you seem like for yourself having a heavy luggage. Because you see, what you are is here now. It will, of course, when you don't confuse what appears for it. So when you don't confuse the luggage to be you for it. That's all. So there is no condition. You don't need to purify yourself or be sattvic and whatnot. It the contrary sometimes is at the peak of suffering, of too much confusion, and so sometimes that energy breaks through. So because when you are sattvic, you are so comfortable and happy. Why to want something more? Yeah.
Hey, Ganga. Yeah, just feeling a little bit bit shaky at the moment, but it's like what I noticed here, kind of gradually over time, this kind of psychological grip of identity, you start to feel like heavier and heavier, and so this kind of state comes now. I can see it, like I'm aware of the space that it's happening in also, but I can feel how this intense grip of psychological energy comes, and it's like in these moments I kind of have this feeling like this thing can really just drop away also, and it gets so strong, but it's almost like some kind of identity is waiting for that to happen, and I kind of know like that that the space, the being, like that it's not happening for that, it's happening for the mind, you know. But somehow this kind of one.
But you know, you see yourself, if it is in the mind of somebody, it happens, huh? Because somebody is made out of disagreeable things and agreeable things. You still believe that somebody will always be in a very agreeable state, free state? Yeah, you do believe. Otherwise, you see it. Okay, there are here many tricks not to be too attached sometimes, or to you just watch. It becomes an object, so you are the subject. But all this is the feeling and trying to feel better of somebody. Huh? Nothing wrong with that, sure. But what may be wrong is to think that the somebody will be really somebody else, somebody different, a golden somebody maybe, a transparent somebody. Forget about that. Now, as I say, as a personal choice, if a few things you want to unknock, you can. That is your personal choice. About somebody, the one I see. Now, about who you are is not affected, that if somebody is heavy or not, or is troubled a bit by something or not. That's what you are, you see. And that's why that is common to all. From here rises this creation of someone and disappears also. So, hearing this, what happens to your discomfort?
Just becomes more distant and unimportant.
Yeah, because we are in a quiet space now, but you can still be identified at some point, and there will be nothing wrong, because it's about this world of appearance.
Yeah, it can be like that. I feel at times it can be very intense.
Yeah, okay.
And I can still feel very peaceful.
But you speak of someone. And when you say very peaceful, you cannot be peaceful if you are intensely identified with something which is hard. Don't lie to yourself, you know. You may be peaceful the moment after because you just drop the whole thing. But then it is not someone who is peaceful at the same time as being hurt or something. Be careful when you speak, not to have a confused message, because then it troubles yourself, it troubles you. Or you try to express what is, or you just express the person. And there you have all the freedom to do or not to do, or to live the life which is attached to this birth. This destiny we don't control much, isn't it? So, something is clearer or not.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, you see, satsang doesn't ask somebody to be the witness. Now, you see, you are the witness of what's going on with you. But there is a witness too much if it is about what is. So it's of no use to try to be a witness unless it helps you in the life to feel a bit better, to breathe and so on. But it has nothing to do with the quietness indicated by the indication of don't attach yourself to any concept and so on, or don't catch your mind for a while. It is not said transform your mind, it's don't catch your mind. It's not said, it's not said, don't be the doer anymore, be the witness. It's not said in satsang. Because then you just change roles, you see, oh, I am a doer, no, I am a witness. It's always someone, the same someone who has different dresses or roles. But there is someone too much then if you really want to express what is. You see that?
Yeah.
Great. You see, even if you can say, oh, I veil myself because I feel this and that, but it, you know very well it looks like you have not lost anything about what is. It's always here. So it's of no use to try in this appearance to try to always be aware or witness or unattached or detached or desireless and all that. It's absolutely of no use because first of all it may be an experience but it will never last, so it is not there where let's say is the indication of to keep quiet or to just be yourself. It's not there.
It feels like a certain kind of, just like a habit, you know,
Yeah.
seeker identity.
Okay.
As
Okay.
over time, you know, it's picked up
Okay.
a lot of.
A seeker exists because of a belief. I am a seeker, I'm not yet myself. Isn't it? So it can still come a bit, but you know what it is. So don't play that game. You don't need, you are free. Yeah. And if it appears in your mind, doesn't matter also. It will disappear by itself when it's no more interesting. Because if you want to transform that, then it's very interesting. It will appear more and more with more illusions. Huh?
How to get rid of the interest in.
But try to understand that it will never be. You will not be freed from beliefs if you want to work on beliefs. So, I mean, the mind will never help you. Never. It has its limits. The mind, you see, disappears from where you are. It appears but disappears also. So, it's not through the mind that you finally keep quiet. Really not. It's not by transforming your mind that you will finally keep quiet. Because then there will be still someone having transformed his mind, and then one day anyway he fails, you know. But even during, let's say, the period where he is omnipotently achieving something, there is somebody too much, which will trouble. Which will give rise to so many concepts again, and so on and so on. You know, this I am someone, if it is taken for real, it is the best soil possible on this planet to have the fruits multiplied and so on. So it's not by working on this land that you will be helped to not to be someone. But in this life we are somebody, sure. Except when we sleep. If it makes sense to hear, don't make effort. It's not an achievement. Don't make effort.
That's a hard one to hear somehow,
Yes,
because something
yes,
like is so used
Yes,
to making
but
it
you
so-
want to be free?
Yes.
Okay, then. And even you see to have this urge to try to see if I am realized or not, it's too much effort. Too much effort, you can't evaluate. It is somebody always will evaluate or be recognized or recognize. So really just drop that efforts.
Hello.
Hello.
You know, can we talk a little bit about love?
Love.
Love, because
I never pronounce that word.
the longer I live, the more I come to the conclusion that is something mankind made up is the biggest illusion I can think of, because if it's just an experience, then it doesn't really have a big impact on who you are, unless I'm missing something.
No, the what you describe as love, you see well. I mean, it's an experience. And about what you are, you see, sometimes you are spontaneously inspired, some not, they remain silent. Some people are inspired and they speak of, they use words that where they saw an experience of. And if we speak of love, in fact, it's of an union, isn't it? It's some kind of so much union that we can speak of love. It's kind of experience like that. So some people speak of this unconditional love. I am unconditional love. But you see, it's already a description. And as the word love is so banalized, it will create also a lot of confusion. That's why I don't speak about that. Even though you can have waves of love, sure. But what?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What even if you experience it and it doesn't last,
I mean, in your life, you have to live, so it's also nice to, you may not reject that experience too, you know, you have to live.
Yes.
But know that it is limited as any other experience. It is in the world of appearance, the way you express it, and the way we experience it. Now, of course, if you speak of something which you cannot catch that you are, some people speak of God, which I also don't like because it's such a charged and banalized word, finally. Love, the same. But of course, if you spontaneously speak of unconditional love, you may have, as soon as you tell it anyway, it's an experience.
Right. Yeah.
So I think I just agree with you.
It seems to be just like a trigger word for.
It's a golden
good
carrot.
feeling.
It's a golden carrot, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes good songs too.
Oh, yes, sure. And if you are in the mood, you just go then. And if you are not, you are rebellious and you leave the place. Sure, you know.
True.
It's a bit for that I don't want always music and all those things. Because I really, something I don't like, it's personal, but I don't like confusion.
Yeah.
Sometimes still good, but sometimes.
Hi.
Hey.
I just want to put something out so it's out of my system. By letting go of a lot of concepts and beliefs,
Yeah.
there were a lot of improvements in my life. But it's such a paradox that I see now that there's still this belief that if I drop all the beliefs that you will have some sort of ultimate good life or something, because it has been
No,
doing
you will have maybe more moments of good life, that's all. Why not? You cannot avoid. You cannot avoid with this body, with those emotions, with this mind, to go to, let's take the peak of it, ecstasy, happiness, bliss, and its opposite. You cannot avoid. But surely, not carrying a lot of belief gives an empty space which may not have been there before, and then you can breathe better. Sure. Good, you see it. You know, in this life, in this world, nobody can attain something absolute. We can have tastes of it, experiences of it, but that's it. Who you are provokes all that and makes that all fade away. Yeah. In a way, it gives such a peace to know that, you know, even if the mind is extremely disappointed or hurt, but it's so peaceful to know that In fact, things are as it is, you see. And so you don't break all your effort and dedicated life to try something which is an utopia anyway. What a luck! What a luck, you see. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Why am I trying to be someone?
You don't try, you believed so much that you are someone, and then in Satsang you hear, yeah, you are someone maybe, but from where it goes, that's what is. That's what maybe you would like to have a glimpse of it once. And it's your birthright also to see
It's
that.
all about
It's your birthright to see that here, just now. When you are not obsessed by this idea, why, what did you say? I try to be someone. It's an idea.
yeah, and trying to remove this belief is also a movement.
It's a movement, so keep quieter than that. Very good.
And trying to stop is also a movement. All of this.
Don't try to stop. Just see it's a movement. And don't try to transform it.
Seems like such a big paradox.
Really? I find it very clear. Okay.
To the mind.
But that's why, in the end, how long can you play with paradoxes? You will give up, huh? Ah. Yeah, in this body you are someone, you know. I am someone here that you see. But I also know I'm not only that, I speak of what appears. You can do the same just now. Okay, I see someone, you see someone, you see someone yourself, yeah, this one. So I speak of this world of appearance. But from where it came, that's what I am. And don't try to imagine it. You are just it. And that someone may not have changed. Then what? Doesn't matter. Except that the seeker probably disappears. Like that.
I just can't stop saying in my heart, thank you so much, I love you so much. I just wanted to express that.
Yeah. Try just to see that this beautiful experience of gratitude and love is still an experience. and nothing wrong.
Even more repetitive and love comes. Accept your words, what you say now is making even more comes. Yes, it's experience, but I am so grateful for you, Ganga, for all the thoughts. I'm so happy with you.
If you are happy, it's okay.
I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
But remember, yes, only love can break your heart.
You see that if you were on a boat and there is a storm and somehow the boat is drawn and then you can catch, somebody brings you a wood so that you can catch and you are safe, you go back to the shore, you will thank and be grateful all your life to that person. So, in the life we can also be deeply grateful and full of love and so on for someone, even if it was an objective event. Never be washed away by an experience, that's what I want to say. But still they are beautiful, okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.